Hi everybody, this is Stefan at the Pleiadian Institute based in Geneva. And in this video, we will share with you our meditation practice and tools. This is actually a series of 7 videos. So we are at the first video now with a little bit of an introduction. And at the end of the 7 videos, hopefully, you will have all the tools that you need to have a new vision on meditation and on life in general. So before we start the meditation, I am together with Dan today, who is in California. Dan, can you hear me?
Yep, here I am.
Hi. All right, perfect. We've been meditating for many years with Dan together, and today we are sharing with you our practice. So before we start, I want to highlight a few elements to you. This meditation is for everybody. So whether you have previous experience on meditation or not, this is really about simplicity. What we are creating here is relationship with love. And we want to create a world that's based on love and not on competition and individualization as it is right now. So a few key elements before we start. First, visualization. This is a key concept. What is visualization? This is very simple. This is just the use of imagination to create a picture in your mind. We will use this in this meditation and throughout the 7 other meditations. And you know how powerful it is because the thinking process and imagination process is the beginning of reality. The second important key element is breathing. This is a common important concept in many different meditation practice. And what it does really is that it takes you back to the essence of life, and it also brings you focus. And the last element I want to share with you is that this meditation is a dynamic exchange. So Dan will start the meditation, and if something comes up to me, I will share it with you. It could be me, it could be anybody else, if one day you would like to meditate with us in a group, because group is our core concept. We create a dynamic exchange as a group. So if you have something coming up to you during this meditation, it could be a scent, it could be colors, it could be an image, please don't hesitate to share in the comments. All right, then I think we are ready to start it up. Can you hear us? Hear me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So now we are ready to start the meditation.
Okay, hi everyone. So take a moment here and breathe. Take that breath in and draw in your highest essence. Charge it with love. Breathe it out through your mind and release it into the world, relaxing as you do. Take one more. Remember, the breath is a 4-part process in universe. Inhale, pause, charge it, and then exhale, pause, release it, and then inhale again. So we take a couple of those. The next thing I would like to say is this is an experimental process from our point of view. We haven't done it before. Even Stefan and I are just moving into beginning steps with our work on demonstrating this. So you need to realize this doesn't have it won't appear to be something that you're used to. It's not going to be what you're familiar with. And this means setting aside all of your preconceived ideas about meditation, contemplation, invocation, concentration. All of these processes are involved, but none of them the way that we normally relate to them. Traditionally, we have been taught to grow inside ourselves the awareness the consciousness of who and what we are as spiritual beings, universal beings. And this is not that. That's not something we're even attempting to do. What we're doing is we're attempting to open and demonstrate in our awareness a relationship only. The primary relationship is to love itself, the great living, expressing, alive, electric consciousness, presence that fills the universe with itself, that gives itself to everything in the universe constantly, fulfilling, evolving, and generating it all towards a full integration with love itself. So we open that up in our awareness and put it into our visualization. Visualize the sun, if you like. I like the sun because the sun symbolizes that livingness of love. But any visualization you use is sufficient because that's your intention for that visualization to link you directly to a relationship to that presence, which is fully aware of us and everything about us, always has been, always will be, because it's operating from the eternal now without any interruption everywhere. So visualize that there, hold it there while we have this conversation in consciousness. I do this with eyes wide open. Sometimes I do it with eyes closed. It makes no difference to love, which is the primary relationship we're establishing and invoking here. The second thing you visualize is a triangle with love at the top. At the right corner of the triangle, just so that we have conformity, not because it needs to be there, is you, your I-ness, the thing that you think of as the individualized you in the universe, which is something pure, uncorruptible, and perfect. That's at that right corner, and you and love are in exchange with each other in that relationship. At the other corner is the little self, your personality awareness and everything that's in it. All the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all there. There is no judgment. The no one cares. Love doesn't care who you are, what you are, where you are. It accepts everything and loves it. That's how it works. So hold that sense of triangular relationship. Love, you, and the self you have created in awareness in the material world with everything in it. The people you love, the people you hate, the things you care about, the things you desire, the things you're observing, critical-minded about, all of that is right there. And you open up yourself and love to the circulation to that, to everything in it, so that you're offering love to it all, indiscriminately, without any limitations, reservations. It's flowing to you, to everything in your awareness, and there's a relationship between all of that and love at the top that it circulates and it flows back and forth between all points. So take a moment as you take another breath and establish this essence of love, the essence of yourself, and then everything in the field of your awareness. The human self, the little self, your I self, and love. This simplicity, if held in consciousness, and no other effort, no other special experience will serve you perfectly. Did you have something you wanted to say, Stefan?
Yes, the concept of simplicity is really key also, because this is something that's universal. With this simplicity, it allows to be inclusive of everybody, whether you've had previous experience or not.
Thank you. That's the most important point here. We're in a world moment, because of course, doing this, we're in the middle of the pandemic, and that's 7.5 billion people that all need a tool. They all need something that works. Not just the esoteric people who have special knowledge of how the soul works or spirit works or healing works or love works. Not just the people who are protected by whatever philosophy they have or religion they have, but everyone. Every single person can hold this triangle. And every single person can experience healing.
Yes, exactly. Because if we go back to this triangle, we understand that while we build up a relationship with love, this is exactly what's at the core of healing for us personally and for humanity and for everybody, right?
Exactly. This is a healing meditation in this respect. The first law of esoteric healing, which may or may not be correct, but I'll give it to you, is that all disease of whatever kind is inhibited soul life. If you think about that, you realize that that means inhibiting love, because that level of which we think of as the higher self, the I self, lives in an ocean of love and is inseparable from it. So if we inhibit that flow, if we block it by our feelings or our thoughts or our actions, whether we do it deliberately or accidentally, we will create a shadow in the body, the shadow in the material. And that shadow will become, if not corrected, finally a physical disease. And this we're all experiencing at some level. So go ahead.
Yes, and also if we go back to this triangle, because in this practice, repetition is key. We are able to visualize it for a few seconds, but what's important is to hold it over and over again. So right now we are sharing with you the basic tools, but what's important is that you keep practicing throughout the day, right?
The only hard part of becoming fully invested with love through everything in your life is remembering to put it back in your awareness when it falls out, because there is that in all of us which pushes it out. It pushes love out of our mind, out of our awareness, out of our feelings when we get busy reacting to something in the world. That's the natural nature of personality. Our job, holding this simple triangle of love, is to put it back and let love go back to work on you, back to work on everything you're aware of, back to its healing processes, back to growing you into love's infinite awareness and depth and power. There is no other thing necessary. These two things: hold simple love in your awareness and put it back when you lose it. The only other thing is let love do its job. No expectations. You can make requests, but don't expect it to happen. Love knows you. It knows what you need. It knows how to love. All of that is impossibly simple. It sounds too easy. It's not. No dogma. You don't need religion. You don't need anything. It doesn't violate your religion. You're welcome to it. But it doesn't require anything of you except process. Hold it, and when you lose it, put it back and let love love you. Practice this for a while, and in our next video, we'll take this experience deeper.
Exactly. So you can also tell us how did it go for you. And so just one last repetition. So there is a triangle. At the apex of it is love. It can be any symbol that you like, because this meditation is subjective. We like to use the symbol of the sun. On the other side of the triangle is you. And on the last side of the triangle is everything that's in your awareness. And there is a dynamic exchange going on at these three sides of the triangle. So keep practicing this, Hopefully, you will let us know how did it go in the next video, and we'll go deeper and we'll keep building this relationship with Dan during this crisis and this special time for everybody. And so we hope that you enjoyed, and talk to you very soon. See you, Dan.
Thank you, everyone. And let's just end this with a minute of silent circulation and awareness of love and you and the flow to everything you care about and the surrender of the critical mind, the thinking mind, the intellectual mind.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan. Let's talk very soon.